What's up, fellas, man? It's been a minute, man. It's been way too long, bro. Been, I'm y'all's biggest fans and everything that y'all do. So always watching from afar, excited, proud, happy, and just excited to be back, bro.
Yeah, happy 5 years.
Man.
I couldn't wait to see you to say that. I didn't want to comment. I wanted to see you.
Ah,
I
bro.
wanted to see you. Happy 5 years, bro.
That's dope, bro. I appreciate that, bro.
Yeah, hit that applause.
Facts.
I appreciate
happy
that.
5 years for sure.
Nah, that means a lot.
How does
bro.
that feel?
Huh?
How does 5
Tell them
years
what you
feel?
celebrating.
What am I celebrating? So being an entrepreneur, 5-year anniversary. June 30th was the day I left my job 5 years ago in the middle of the pandemic, and here we are, bro. I can't believe it went by like that, but I don't know. It's wild because everything that I'm doing, I had said, right, and not thinking it was gonna happen this fast. But even when I went back and like reposted all the videos and seeing all that stuff, like I can't believe that seemed like it was like 12 years ago, right? But that joint was 5 years ago. It's tough because even like you said, at year 10, it feels like year 1 all over again. It feels like even though I know everything I've done matters, it's like nothing I've done matters because it's like there's another level, right? And I had watched a video and he was like, you can come up with something and get the niche and be in it and think that's it, but that's just opening the door, right?
That's real.
You got to get in and you got to make. So now it's a lot, but it's good, right? A lot of the stuff that I didn't pray for, what I didn't directly pray for, are the things that I'm working through because I know they're here for a reason, right? So shout out to all the people who supported, to my team, to y'all for being encouraging, for X for paving the way, and cheers to 5, man. We got 5 more. Keep this thing going, bro. But it's hard.
It's crazy. You had a son. You had a son in the midst of all of that,
bro.
That's the wildest part.
That is wild.
And that was one of the things that shifted. And I'll be honest, like I think I probably jumped out the window hiring staff too soon, right? If I could think back to in 5 years what I did that I think was too soon, not because I don't love them now, but something that, I was in this doing what I love and was good at it. And I think I jumped out the window because Jack was coming. And mind you, I needed to, but I think that was a part that forced me into this leadership or being a boss that I can say I wasn't ready for. I'm doing it, but that I still love doing what I was doing. And you don't get to do that once you take on people, right? So I think if I think back on 5 years, that would be one thing I would not regret, that I know that was a pivotal moment, but I know that happened for a reason, right? Because I'm thankful for every staff, right? We just hired 3 new coaches, man, and getting into the role of learning how to lead and train and understand what my real role is that just that next level of leadership. But other than that, it's been a roller coaster. Like I said, looking back at all those old videos and all the stuff we did, bro, we did a lot. And as all of us have, we just think up something, and I tell you, execution is everything. You think about it, you do it.
That's real.
Then figure it out from there. So I appreciate y'all boys, man. That's dope. When is actually like the day for year 10 has already passed?
Yeah, it actually passed February 6th.
February 6th. Yeah, that was the actual day.
That was the actual day.
Yeah, that's dope.
I'm not celebrating. I mean, I'm celebrating all year. I put in captions and stuff like that. I've deemed this year to be like the Art of Hustle year. So you might have seen some hints of that just in like captions and stuff like that. But I'm not going to celebrate until the gala.
Oh, so the gala is coming back.
Yeah, we'll put it out soon. I mean, forever, whoever sees this, then you got the, what I'm saying? You got a little dibs in, but there definitely will be a 10-year gala.
Yeah, and I was thinking that's where we got to talk, because I was thinking my 5-year celebration was going to be on my 40th birthday.
Okay.
Right. On Halloween. So So that's really
we definitely doing it big.
Yeah. So so I was gonna just couple those two together and do the yeah.
That's gonna be crazy. That's gonna be crazy.
So yeah. So that's the goal.
You gotta go LeBron style though.
What's that?
You gotta go LeBron Halloween.
Oh yeah. I guess I could. I want to do a fly ass masquerade.
Okay. That'll be tough.
I want the fly.
So Thailand off the board,
huh?
Thailand off the board. Remember you said?
Oh yeah.
You said this years ago. I don't know if it's probably a year ago.
Yeah,
you said,
know
if you can't make it to my birthday, but 40th, you ain't really my partner.
And that was before.
You should have your bag by then.
Yeah, that was before Jack. So much has changed, right? That's another episode we'll talk about that level of maturity, bro. I can't be away from that little dude, right? And it's tough.
To hear somebody say that, bro.
I cannot.
It's hard. I get it.
It's hard, bro. Like I can't, right? Like I was going at that little tour, and it was hard, bro. Like I
want to go home.
I want to go. Literally, I want to go home, right? And for somebody who always was ready to up and go and all that stuff, bro, that joint has shifted. So I just want to be around, have him around somewhere, do the little party and make it happen. But yeah, man, that's a whole nother episode. But that level of maturity and missing my family, bro, that shifted.
I believe
right? And I know you know that feeling, bro. Like it's unexplainable when the light switches.
Yeah.
And again, I told you before that I can see the moment probably when my parents, either you do it, you stay in, or you leave, right? And it's like I don't know how to halfway do it, right? So that's where I'm learning and growing and trying to figure out now with how to find that balance. I know I need time to do stuff, but I miss my little dude now, bro. That joint crazy.
That's tough.
But yeah, bro. So yeah, we definitely gotta wrap up.
Yeah, we could definitely do that. I know we do the Halloween joint.
Yeah.
But if we can circle it around,
we could definitely
do that, right? You got some really dope videos too.
I want, but I want it fly. I don't want. I want like people actually with it on, with the fly mask and coming in.
That'll be tough.
Yeah,
that'll be super tough.
Like Phantom of the Opera type thing, bro. I want to really make that thing happen. So definitely, that's not your average masquerade. Let's make it happen, bro.
Yo, it sound crazy.
I know exactly where you can do that joint.
Yeah, no, that sound crazy.
Yeah,
I know exactly where you can.
No. Cole's been looking at a few spots, so
she got spots.
No. I want let's definitely talk about. I ain't know it was gonna come up like this, but I know that's we've been going back and forth. But what year you on? Where you at?
3 going on 4.
Going on 4.
Yeah.
Wow.
But I'm right. I think you answered my question though. Like the hiring too early. Like I'm way before you as far as the earliness. So I'm like. Now I'm recognizing I'm back to square one. We talked about that in the last episode. I remember that. I feel it, and it's good, but it's like it wakes you up too. Like
it does.
It's time to get back into the books. Time to get back into self. You gotta make sure that you're attentive in everything that you're doing. Yeah, it's different.
I think I was gonna say. I think even just to jump into the episode because I feel like I can funnel it right into what we're gonna talk about. I think we hire so quick because I know for me, when you said that, I'm at year 10 and I've never been in the schools so much like I was this year. And like I'm talking about like drain, like I'm like in there, like really like really, really mentoring. Like, bro, I ain't done this in a long time, bro. Like, usually, I could leave.
You got people.
Yeah, but like, I'm talking about I was stripped of everything. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's literally me and my mama. Like, I'm talking about my backbone. Like, you know what I'm saying? So I say that to say, like, I think we get so eager to hire, one, because people constantly in our ear telling us what we don't need to be doing.
Right,
bro.
People, I'm thinking back to just times where people was like, "Oh, you need to have staff do that. You don't need to be doing that. You need to be doing." And And it's like, wait a minute, bro, you ain't never done this.
Exactly.
Bro,
To be telling me, and we take that advice and we hire people on,
Exactly.
and we stretch our money and we deplete our funds, making sure that we're not doing something which naturally you do have to delegate, right? Like you do have to put some people in motion. But what ends up happening is you lose the touch of the thing that you're the most like
correct.
What you fell in love with.
You started.
I started in the schools, fell in love with doing doing that with kids. And I've watched myself like literally just back away, to where you lose people, or people step away, or people find other things. You know what I'm saying? It's all a blessing.
Right.
It's nothing negative.
It is.
But it makes you like, wait, like, like if this wouldn't have happened, I might have got too far away. I might have drifted way out into the ocean and lost this thing.
Right.
If I wouldn't have, you know what I'm saying, if this wouldn't have happened. So, and a lot of times too, we feel like it's stuff that we can't do, or stuff that we shouldn't, you know what I'm saying, stuff that we shouldn't be. That imposter syndrome hits, and well, I shouldn't be doing this, or I should be doing this, or so I think that
I don't know how to do that.
I don't know how to do that. Right.
Same time you took to learn what you already doing,
correct.
You could do that too.
Correct.
It's crazy.
Especially because I think in that process, the more you can do yourself, the more you can teach to someone else, right? So I think if you bring on people too early, then you'll give something and not know how to direct the delegate. That was one of my hardest things. Thank God I'm learning now, but I didn't feel strong about delegating or leading. I just wanted to be, people's friends and come alongside them. And I thought that was it. But so you don't feel like you're good enough, and then you bring and think something else or someone else is going to complete you, and then before you know it, you're cutting half of the half you already are. Right? Does that make sense? So you're not even whole to a point where you can give away pieces. So But I definitely jumped in. But again, I'm thankful.
No, facts,
and one thing I would tell you as far as that goes is to go slow. Like I went from 0 to 3 real quick, right? Like bow, 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 right? So I would tell you to pour into, if you're going to bring someone, to pour into one as much as you can, much as you can, and then that individual can help you to train the next one, right? I'm trying to train everybody that spent $50,000-$60,000 on training and doing all this cool stuff, and I can't keep up with that. Right. Then the next wave come in, right? So I would just say pour everything you have into that first individual, because
duplicate yourself,
and then duplicate yourself, right? So I'm not gonna say, because there's a time when it's definitely needed. Just if I could do that a little bit differently, I would have just stuck with myself and one other person, as long as I could, until it got too big, right? Like you know what I'm saying? Like until we outgrew something, and then coming from there. No, bro. And when we talk about imposter syndrome and that word can get so cliche, but when essentially all imposter syndrome is that you don't think you belong in the spaces that you are.
Correct.
Where do you think that comes from?
I think it's a bunch of things. It definitely starts with like early childhood, like not being validated, or constantly going through negative situations, and nobody's kind of like, I don't want to say talking you through them, but like compounded trauma and not ever really getting a resolution. You got trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma after trauma, and you think, okay, this is what life is supposed to be like, right? My life is supposed to be traumatic. Like these things, negative is supposed to happen to me. It's just normal. Right? And I've heard kids say that this is normal. Like, man, this is supposed to happen.
So real.
It's not. That's not. You know what I'm saying? That's not normal. So I think a lot of it is validation. And I'm not sure where. I'm not a parent, so I'm not sure like where that starts to take place and where you start to validate your kids and the things that they feel, right? Like I know your son, right? Jack wants to sing, he wants to act, right? So you validate and you give him like, hey, you're good in that space, right? So that he doesn't feel like, wait, like I want to sing, but I probably ain't. I probably can't really sing because my dad ain't really. He never really looked at me with those eyes before, you know what I'm saying, when I was singing. So I think there's a lot of validation to it, from the parental standpoint or lack thereof. But then I also think it's a self-confidence piece too. I think a lot of it is just naturally just what you're not confident in. Just when you're just not confident in yourself, and there's a lot of lack of self-esteem, it can easily like displace you from the places that you found yourself in. And I mean, believe me, I'm a walking testimony of it, of walking myself out of rooms literally because of the fact that I felt like I wasn't good enough to be there, or it wasn't my time, or I've watched blessings literally come in on my plate and literally just go away because I didn't act upon it. There was no execution because I kind of sat there and was like, I don't know if that's really for me. It's there on my plate. That joint is sizzling right in front of me, but I don't know if that's for me.
Right.
And then, it goes away.
That's dope.
I mean, I think the universe has this way of bringing it back, but it's not going to look the exact same. Like, it'll come back. you got to act on it. But
and Black, where do you think confidence comes from? I know he talked about confidence and lack thereof, but how do you build confidence?
I think confidence just comes from within, of course, just knowing just knowing, like, setting that standard that nothing can defeat who I am. Nothing can defeat my thought of myself. Because again, like you talk about the kids, like looking at the girls, like Layla, she's like a split image of her mom. Her mom does makeup, so every time she wants to go out, she wants to put on makeup. And I say, why do you put on makeup? Oh, I just want to feel pretty. I'm like, so that comes to a sit down conversation. Like, listen, you are beautiful. You don't need makeup. Your mom does makeup. That's her job. She does makeup, but you don't have to put on makeup, Layla. And I try to build that confidence within her because I don't want her to think that a caked up face is the way to make herself pretty. And then make herself just shine out and just understand that, listen, like, it starts within you. Like, it starts with your own emotions. You know that you're beautiful. You know your mom, your parents are beautiful, and just take it on and say that that's who I am. So again, I just think that confidence piece just got to come within and sitting with yourself plenty of times, is knowing that, writing that stuff, the affirmations out every single day, telling yourself who you are and what you look like and who you want to be and who you're going to be. I think that's what confidence builds. I still do that every day. Like, because I feel like I've always been a people pleaser. We talk about that a lot. People pleaser. And it puts you down into imposter syndrome as well, because you are looking at it like, again, I'm not supposed to be here. And again, this might not be for me, but why is it not for you? Like, why is it not for you? Because you think that somebody gonna say, somebody gonna be in your ear regardless. But if you listen to your own thoughts and then, of course, take it up with God personally, that's always gonna be your answer for me personally. But the confidence piece, the final answer, of course, is just gonna come from within.
And I've seen it through social media with you, the growth and the confidence through how you're, portraying yourself and expressing what you do. Like, it's you can see the confidence and you believing even more that
I'm here for a reason.
You're here and you're trained, and this you have a purpose, and you're doing it right. Where I think for so long we all go through that, you can be trying to convince yourself. Right? You're trying to convince yourself.
That's where I'm not trying to. You can't blame the city, but like where we're from.
Oh yeah.
It just feel like you cannot even be that. We talk about that in the creative conversations. It feel like you can't be that. Like, you don't want to be that because you want to feel like you're so macho. And it's like, we're not even trying to do that. I'm just trying to say, like, I believe in myself. So let me put this on a story on the page and show y'all that you can do this too. That's why I'm always quick to say, listen, you can do this. Like, you want this, do this. Like, it's simple, it's easy. But again, it's like the city that you come from, it'll make you feel like you don't want to show that side of you. So it's like, it takes years and time to be like, all right, forget what they think. Like, just put it out there. Like, it is what it is. They're gonna talk about you regardless, either good or bad, and just keep going and keep progressing. So it is what it is.
Because the cool part is, when I say I believe in myself, I'm not telling you that you're not supposed to believe in you too, right? That can be the thing that can be reciprocated, is that just because I say I'm the man, somebody else gonna think, oh, he's saying I'm not the man. No, bro, we can all be the man.
You entitled to your own words and feelings. Right. Say that. That's like you supposed to claim that.
That's it, bro.
Everybody thinks that you're the perfect person. Say that. You're supposed to
say that. I want to be around you more when you do say that. I want to be around because I ain't got time to try to make you feel better about you. You know what I'm saying? I can't go around. I need you to be in your bag, so we all in that thing together. You were talking about oh no, you had said something else, but we just been watching this show, and I'm telling everybody, I don't know. No. It's older. Lovecraft Country.
For 2 weeks.
No, you need to see Lovecraft Country.
I ain't never got into that,
bro. How have you? Yeah, people are, bro. That it is a phenomenal show.
What is it on?
It's on Max, right? And it has your boy. You've seen Sinners,
yes?
So it's like a show similar to Sinners. No, it's the other dude. Not Michael B. What's the dude?
He died.
No. Dude that got canceled for a little bit.
Megan Good's husband.
Megan Good's husband?
Mm-hmm.
They together?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Oh, the big brolic.
Yeah. With the nose.
I don't know.
The white girl.
Yeah. And then he got in trouble. Yeah. So it's with him, bro. It is. It's like the movie Sinners, but a show, and it just outlines a lot of. Well, that's what it was. You were talking about trauma and that overarching and how you just deal with it. And that's essentially what the show is about, how us as Black people have just dealt with so much trauma, and we got to wake up the next day. And then it's another monster, another thing, another situation that and then what it really shows, I'm big on the subliminal parts of it, but then what it shows how we don't talk, right? And the overarching part of it is if we just talked more, we wouldn't be in half the stuff we're in, because a lot of stuff that we're talking about, somebody else has already dealt with, or somebody else is getting played in the moment, or I'm dealing with, and I don't think this person is. So it's a really good show to kind of work through that trauma.
You feel like, so do we? I mean, because I really want to know, like, where does imposter syndrome come from? Like, with the root. I know I said validation, and confidence. Like, where do we really feel like if you had to give it, if a student walked in here and said like, hey, look, I'm dealing with imposter syndrome, like I don't know how to get to the root of it. What would be that? What space would you take them to? Because we can say validation, but then it's like, okay, who's not validating you? And now, naturally, of course, you got to validate yourself.
That's a good question.
But like, what is the root of it?
A lot of the times, nobody has ever said to you what you think about negative about yourself, right? Like a lot of the times we can think all this stuff, what they saying, why they talk about me. A lot of times nobody's ever said it to you. So I say that to say it's whatever moment when you were young or even when you're growing up where you felt less than, right? That's where I know imposter syndrome starts, right? Where you felt less than, and you diluted yourself for someone else, right? So anytime, before in the past, when you don't show up as you, or you're not being you, or you take a moment and you're like
small, so somebody else can play big.
When you play small, then over time, when you get an opportunity to be big, you've always been small, right? So like going back to what you were saying, Black, is I see that a lot here, and that's why I will go ghost at times, because I'm really trying to not become consumed by being small just because it's good enough. I want to be big.
That conversation in here, I'm just in the creative conversations of just like somebody literally like pointed me out, like almost like like him, like I feel like I can't talk to him. I was like, wait a minute.
Everybody was like,
I was like, wait a minute, we got to go back to. I was like, why?
Wait a minute.
Yeah, I mean, it was straight up like, serious. Hey, look, I feel like when I'm like somebody like Xavier, like I can't talk to him. I was like, wait a minute, what?
Like, he took that letter. I was
like, yo, wait a minute. I said, stop. We got to get to the root of this. Why? Like, what about me is so intimidating that like you feel like you can't talk to me. It got all the way down to where it was like, yo, like the way you dress, literally to the point where like people in the room was like, hey, they started to narrate
what she was saying,
what she was saying to like basically, and even my aunt was saying of like, look, that goes back to that person.
Absolutely,
that goes back to that person when they feel
think about you.
Yeah, like I show up the way I show up with confidence, the way I dress, the way I talk, the way my mannerisms, whatever you want to call it. But I don't need to play small.
Heck no.
Because you feel little when you walk out the door. So then you tell what? It threw me off. I've never heard nobody say that.
Wild.
I've never heard nobody say that. And I was so glad that I got to hear it because it was people in the room that could like not combat it for me, but understood like, wait, in those times where X plays small and may not show up in a big manner, this is the narrative around the city, bro. This is the narrative that we have to combat on a daily basis.
Absolutely.
I'm glad my mom got to hear it. Like, you don't understand how hard it is at 25 to 35. This is what you deal with. You can't drive a nice car. You can't have good clothes. You can't travel and show off with it because now he's too big.
Correct.
But somebody got to make it.
Who said that? They said we probably need security now. I'm like, security.
Yeah. Security. And that's the thing. What we do it for is hoping that you get some of this energy and you're inspired to do it too. Like I could see if you weren't putting on creative conversations to give away information.
I put under the comment, giving out free game,
giving away information. But until I can't talk to you. No, you can't talk to me when you randomly got this and I'm doing something else. When I give you a platform to be able to do it.
Oh yeah, you'll catch me. You catch me in public or catch us in public. It's not just me. Catch us in public, and I don't have the time at that moment to give you all the gems of life.
Then you blame that reason.
Then you mad at me,
right?
But I'm literally there's an event every month for the past 2 years where I've offered nothing but game. You're talking about questions curated literally for me to speak out of my heart. Do you soak up anything you want? You can ask me anything you want during those times. And we get you. I'm not knocking the crowd. We get 15, 20 people.
No, that's real. That's
you know what I'm saying? Like, I love the crowd. I love the crowd because it's very intentional. But you could be 16.
Right.
You could come ask your questions.
Correct.
Like
you could come ask. You could tune into the podcast.
That makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You so again, I think those moments when you find yourself playing small, and I
Ain't
think
no weak claws around here, bro.
Lord, you about to pull your other leg. If you don't stop, you about to break something. But I think, and not to make it race related, but I think a lot of times as Black people, as Black men, we have been taught to play small in order to navigate and do what we need to do. Yeah, don't do too much, right? And we put on a mask and we code switch.
Like, why, bro? That shit is dumb.
Yeah.
That is so dumb, bro. That shit drives me insane. Because I'm like, if you go anywhere else, everybody got it. They got it. Yeah. Cars, whatever they want. Nobody's saying what's good, bro. It's regular.
Because that's
so crazy.
I think that's because it's the majority.
That's right? Exactly. And no, that makes sense because it's a small city. This is a small city.
Yeah.
So once you stand out like a thumb, what they say back in the day? A sore thumb. A sore thumb when you got something that is no one has.
That really don't make sense, to be honest.
Like a sore thumb. It's
how you see,
can't see my thumb.
Yeah, I mean, it might be bruised. I don't know.
Yeah, but no, for real. You stick out like it's little stuff. Like you could just, it's crazy. It's so crazy.
And not even trying to be it. But again, that's why we try to give and we want, because we talked about this shit lonely when it's just you, right? Like I don't want to, like you don't want to be the only one. You don't want to be the one that's going, because then, you know, like I said, I saw this thing and it said, get around people that your wins don't seem like bragging.
Oh,
right. That's
I got a video. I did that today. I didn't even post it. I did another video. And the same, I just posted a video today, but I said that, but I didn't even post that one. I posted another one because of this conversation. And I'm like, that's crazy. Like, get around people. Like, you should feel like that around your people. Like, you should be able to, hey, this is me. Like, be yourself. You can't be yourself. That means you're in the wrong place.
That's right.
The wrong place.
Between all of these pieces, we are giving away information from coming to work out and train with you. Confidence comes getting to be around your energy, your spirit, coming to all of your events, being able to be around quality people, network with me, being able to work on your mental health and being able to get your mind. I don't know no other way
No, that's valid, bro.
You know what I'm saying?
It's a walking ecosystem where anybody, white, black, Asian, Hispanic, whatever you want to call it, should be able to walk in these doors, walk in your door, and be connected.
Feel it
to something where they feel like, okay, I can make myself whole.
Absolutely.
You know what I'm saying? Just by walking in one of those doors.
One of the pieces I'm missing.
No matter what, it should be so simple. But again, that's a individual thing.
So what do you think? Because we've all been there, right? We've all had those moments. What does imposter syndrome, what does it feel like? Like how could we identify it if somebody was struggling with it? How would you just identify imposter syndrome, right? Like not just the surface level, like really what are those symptoms of that you felt before, right?
I think you just said one of them. Like when you get in a room like this and you can't like not so much brag, but you can't talk about your successes, right? Like you should be able to come in here and say, like, I just signed 3 contracts today. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Congrats,
like,
bro.
Yeah, like you should be able to do that. Or hey, I'm getting a sneaker deal. Or hey, I just got a new promotion and da. Or I just signed a check for so and so, whatever. You should be able to do that. But I think when you get into spaces and you can't, I think it is a little bit of imposter syndrome, and you do got to check that at the door. Like you got to check that because I've been guilty. I know for sure I've been guilty of it because I don't know where it places, and I also know sometimes maybe it's not imposter syndrome because sometimes you're sensitive to other people's situations.
Yeah.
And you don't want to give them any more anxiety about what they're going through.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying, by putting more weight or putting more pressure to make them feel like, nah, I gotta catch up.
Right.
If they're not at the same maturity level, right? So like,
that makes
there's
sense.
certain people with discernment and wisdom. No, I don't share everything with them because I don't want you to go crash and burn trying to catch up when this is not a race.
Right.
But you're not at that maturity level yet for me to tell you this stuff.
Correct.
Right. In a manner where you can take it and be like, okay, how do I make that happen for me in a strategic way?
Right.
So I think that all comes with time. That all comes with time for sure. I know for sure. I've been in conversations with people and I was ready to switch my whole career. Because I'm like, damn, how I get in that space?
How I get in that? What it look like?
You feel me? Like, that's just human. Like, dang, bro. Like,
everybody making 50K.
Exactly. If things ain't working for you right in that moment and you're not super confident and locked in what you're doing, things can waver you. And that's where it ends up taking people the long route. They get off trying to move and shake and do everything under the sun when really the route is just right here in front of you. It just so happens that there's a stump in front of you, or you know what I'm saying, some trees fell or whatever.
Some sacrifices.
Yeah, some sacrifices. So I don't know if that answers.
Yeah, no, it definitely does. And I think with me, I think it's indecision, right? When you struggle to make a decision because you're trying to take into consideration everybody's thoughts and facts. So it goes right along with what you said. Being indecisive can really stunt growth and really make you doubt yourself. And unfortunately and fortunately, the only way that you learn is by making a decision and going with it, right? That's the only way you're gonna know which way to go, right? It's the only way you're gonna know which way to go. So
4 years ago, you told me that?
Yeah, that's it. So I think indecision can be a part of that imposter syndrome because you're trying to make the perfect right decision all the time. Right. And
where
even
does that come from though?
Thinking that someone else has it figured out.
So me, whatever.
Yeah.
Trying to make something perfect comes from somebody else.
No, from you thinking that someone else, like comparing yourself and thinking that they have it figured out, or they got it right.
I need to make my decision in a sound manner so that it lines up
with what you're doing. Now you can get good counsel and support and things of that nature taken into consideration. But at the end of the day, you saw that, right? You see that, right? You can get all of that and get that information, but it's still based on your decision and your discernment. So I think we can think that someone has something more than us figured out. So I'm either, and you've told me I do this, so I don't ask because I'm trying to figure it out myself or things of that nature. When that is what allows you to make a decision. You're indecisive, get the right support, reach out, help yourself to do it, but you got to make a decision because it's in limbo is where everything crumbles. Limbo is where anxiety, depression, overthinking lives, is in limbo because the enemy's sole purpose is to make you confused, right? And to make you think less of yourself. But if you make a decision, then that's how you're able to really learn from whatever way you go. Right?
Once you make a decision, you have to act. You have to,
gotta act.
Okay. I got that. Real. I like that. Yeah. 5 years later, after making a decision I sat for months, I'm still here.
And just realizing sometimes it may not be your time yet. It might just not be your time. That's hard. I think that was my imposter syndrome before. I've had that before. Like, it's just not my time yet. Like, I'm not there yet. I'm cool, but I feel like I have to be there. Why? Because I'm dealing with all this juggling behind the fence, the kids, the family, the life. So it's like the divorce, the single dad narrative, and it's like I feel like I need to be.
You done lived 12
with this person. Correct. I'm 28 years old. Boy, done a lot. So we talking about the kids earlier. I'm like, you used to miss your kids. I'm like, that is crazy for me because I miss my kids crazily every day. So like I'm like it's different because it's a co-parent household. You know, it's two different ones. So you look at it like you got to make time for them too. And it ain't just you ain't alone. Like you're not by yourself. Like you still have to make your time to see your children and be there for your children. It's kind of different because again, you don't think when you go into it like, all right, I'm going to be a co-parent. This is my goal is to be a co-parent. No, that's not the objective. But it turns into that. So now you have to figure out how to manage it correctly and it's to succeed. So your kids know that my dad was still there, regardless of what happened. My dad still showed up.
Absolutely.
And that's what I mean when you say you have that mindset of like, all right, it just not be my time to be that dad or that married man, that husband to be in the household with the kids and the family. It wasn't my time. I tried it. I thought it was right. And that's what people tell you. You need to get married. Cool, let's do it. And then you go out in the world and it ain't you. So yeah, it's a good conversation.
So at the end of the day, you put that energy back into yourself, right?
Correct.
You continue to work on yourself and try to better yourself. I truly believe in that, and that's hard because it goes back to what you said. You feel like you always got to struggle, right? Yeah. One of the scariest things for me at times is when things are going good.
You know something coming.
That's one of the hardest times when things is messed up. Oh, I'm good. I'm in. I can fix that.
That's real.
But when I'm in the pocket and everything's going well, I am like,
you know something coming.
But what's your balance point?
I say you know something coming because it's just something we always taught. Like,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
You go with the highs and the lows.
What's your balance point though? Like, when are you in flow?
Can't.
No.
I can't. I'm mentally.
That's bull. I've seen you in flow.
I feel like I'm in flow outside of my body. Mentally though, I'm probably not in flow. That's why I don't ever get no sleep. It's always moving of like, what's next?
There's got to be a balance point though.
I don't know.
It's got to be because it depends on what your low. It depends on what your low is.
Yeah.
Everybody's low.
Correct.
It's different. So whatever your low is.
So what do you mean when you're in flow? Like when are you at your best?
What you think is his flow? Which is where you see him at?
What his flow is?
When he in his flow, what do he look like?
I've seen him during sessions. I've seen you when your creativity is at high and you could come up with quick things and you're able to move and pivot. I've seen you at low. So I think we all can identify what our low usually is.
That's
right?
true. That's true.
So but if that's the low, what's the high and what's the flow? Like there's gotta be a flow point because I cannot have it. And we talking about fun. You know what I'm saying? If even when I my creativity was still there to where I could still, I was still coming up with shit because I knew what that looked like.
Absolutely.
So I don't want nobody to think like it's only 2 points.
Yeah.
That's true. There is a middle point. There's a middle point where shit ain't right.
Yeah,
but it ain't the best.
It ain't the best.
But wait, I'm still going to work. People still listening to me.
Still gonna create.
That's true.
Like it may not be the best, but there's always a flow point.
Yeah. And you had told me that when we had talked, and you were talking about, your year 5 and how you were pivoting, and you said that, don't stop creating. Like when you're in a slump, create, because we can see a slump as this negative thing, or you can see a slump as a time that's making you sit down and create and work and get back to it and get back to that thing. There's a time when you can ball out. It's traveling every day and doing all this stuff. But then there's a flow of it.
Come on now.
That I think when you can embrace it, that create, right?
Yeah.
Just get to work, right? Just because it's gonna flip back around. Once you
did it already.
have done, once you have done whatever you need.
You had the immense amount of creativity to do something that nobody's ever done. So, and what I think too is where 3 and 5, what I've seen, if I look back at everything over the last 10 years, I'm like, dang, X, you pivoted a lot. Like you say live 10 lives. Like I've had 10 different careers.
Correct.
I've done the marketing. I've done the board seats and the not politician, but like the cleanup person. I've done like all different jobs. So it naturally could just be shedding of a season.
Right.
Like you said, shedding of a season. It's like, okay, now I got to put on this hat. Right.
Yep.
Like now I got to put on this hat. It don't look as glitter and gold as everything else, but it's still something. By year 8, boom, it's like, oh yeah, I remember that. That's literally what it is.
And I had to go through that in order to even be.
You have to
where you are, and I think that's the thing you got to combat is that low, because people don't understand when you're a creative, you got these spurts, but you also got these really low moments, and I think in those times is when you got to lean on the things you're good at. So for me, going through these seasons, because it's crazy, my word for this year was thrive at home, right? For our family. And what I realized and what God's showing me is thriving isn't thriving when everything's good. Thriving is thriving in the middle of the chaos. Can you still have faith, have peace, have joy, be excited, be just overjoyed? And what I've realized is that when I can go to that place and I'm really able to lock into that, nothing can break it.
Break you, bro.
Bills might be behind, everything might be going crazy, but when you can smile and you can still go out and enjoy what you can afford and do, bro, those are the pieces that those moments have to come from, because
in your worst of times, bro, your worst of times is somebody's dream. Your lowest.
It was my dream. It was my dream at one time.
Exactly.
My lowest now was my dream one time.
When I be super low, I look around. I'm like, X, look at the shit you got. I can name 20 countries I've been to, and you complaining?
Yeah.
Shut up, bro.
I just said that.
Shut up. Shut up. Shut up, bro.
That's it.
You just don't like. This is just not comfortable for you right now. That's all it is, bro. That's all it is.
Because you got used to this thing, and you got used to being there.
You get to overthinking. You start tripping out.
I had to do to myself this year because I was like, man, working these damn hours. I'm in this school, 50 hours a week doing da 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 da. And I was like, wait.
You asked for that.
First of all, on your goal board, you had put your mama on payroll.
Right.
You just don't know what it looked like.
You don't know
now your mama working side by side with you, doing everything that you can imagine. If I need food, I mean, literally, I can't ask for anything better. So everything that's happening, it wasn't what I thought it was gonna look like.
Is it?
But it is. And so I'd be a fool to complain just because, I don't got 15 people around me to delegate. And then I started realizing, how much stress it is to manage somebody's life.
Bro.
You taking care of an individual, like literally, okay, I gotta make sure you eat every day. I gotta make sure your kids are fed.
Yep.
I gotta make sure your insurance is good. I gotta make sure your car is good.
You having fun.
I gotta make sure you having fun. All of those things, all of that stuff comes with leadership. I love my little team. I love it. I love it. I absolutely love it.
That's tough.
It makes me so much more attentive. It makes me so much more focused. I'm intentional. The conversations are completely different. It's completely different, bro.
That's dope.
Take advantage of whatever low it is and see it as like, wait, like this might be a high.
It might be a
like
high.
this might be a high for
you heard that Kurt Franklin joint could have been. You ever heard that?
Mm-mm.
I was listening to that all day yesterday. First time I ever heard it. It's old. No, it's boss. It's old.
Oh.
I gotta use
Drewski. It's called Could Have Been though, but like everything we're saying is like it's right into that. Like
could have been.
It could have been me under that bridge.
Oh yeah.
Me doing all that.
Yeah.
We complaining for what? What are we complaining
for what? And I think at the end of the day, it's these conversations, these moments that really help you to reset. Because what's crazy is even when you thought you were at a low before, God worked it out and you figured it out.
Yeah.
Yes.
Every one of them. Every one of them, something was birthed from it that you wouldn't have had.
But that was from something you sowed a long time
exactly.
ago.
Yeah.
You seen that pink note? You seen that pink notice? You had that pink notice?
What's the pink note?
From AAP?
Oh, I've seen the gas
pink
one for sure.
Notice? You seen that blue notice from Gap?
I've seen the gas too.
That blue joint?
Yellow joint too.
Yeah, I seen the yellow
disconnection surgery.
Yellow.
He on the way.
Hold on. That joint. Oh yeah.
Hold on.
You still got a roof?
Yeah.
We good. Still got a roof.
Jack still good?
Jack still good.
Baby still good, Bear?
Bear.
You can't. He got the earphones.
Yeah.
Yes, I mean that in itself, bro. Like that's
yeah.
I didn't literally open it up. Like, they coming to disconnect on 6-3.
Oh yeah.
I didn't watch the man disconnect.
I walked in that house and you know they in the water joint cutting it off. I'm like, come on,
bro. I seen the man walk around the back, turn the gas off,
put a lock on it.
He like you can call tomorrow.
It's bad.
It's $35 activation.
Or when you go to call and you get that. You get that thing.
People use something like, hold on.
Yeah, hold on. Text me. I can't call.
No, I changed my card.
Can I make a payment? So I think the hard times are where you come from helps you to manage and get through these times, and it's moments like these that really help it to be put in perspective. Man, it's all a blessing.
If funding and money is the problem, man,
it ain't no problem. It ain't no problem. It ain't no problem because that comes and goes.
It comes and goes, bro.
King died with it.
And then you just learn the next time it's come and it's here, you know how to manage.
Move a little smarter.
You know how to work a little smarter.
Exactly.
And that's the flow of this thing. And you figure out what you got to do and how you got to do it, and you bring that dog out, right? And you don't always want to bring that dog out, but you bring that dog out when you got to, and because you were gifted that, and that's why you're in the position you're in. All right, and we just got to keep going, bro.
And don't think of yourself as like singular faceted, if that makes sense. Like I see y'all and I'm just like, okay, like I know what is coming. I can see a shedding, and it's like, okay, just know that like you're not one dimensional. And I think that's extremely important for y'all to hear, for real, and that's for anybody too. You're not one dimensional. You don't have to. It's not a one track type of thing that you have to play.
Mm-hmm.
For you, yes, you're a motivator, but it does not mean it's going to look like the same coaching style for forever, bro. When you say like, oh, I got to get creative, just as easy as it was for you to come up with that thing, you can create 5 different other things that allow for you to not think that, oh, damn, if this ain't running the way up, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a true creative. Mm-hmm. I've never heard you say you were creative until today. So knowing that you feel like you are allows me to know that you know that you're not singular focused.
Mhm.
Yeah, well, you singular focused.
Yeah,
You could be
no,
more track,
yeah.
but you're not one dimensional.
Mm.
You're not a one dimensional player. You play quarterback. You probably didn't play safety. I knew you couldn't hit, but like you probably, you know what I'm saying, with you know you know how to play quarterback.
Yeah.
You're not a one dimensional player. Bro.
Yeah, no, I
For real,
appreciate
and that's the same for you. You're not a one dimensional player. I'm literally watching y'all, and I'm like, I know exactly what I say it all the time. But you're not a one-dimensional player.
It's just tough to know when it's time to pull that trigger on that other thing because it's like, no, stay in the pocket. You're doing good here. You're doing good here. Stay on this boat. But the whole time I'm feeling like I got so much more on my board.
Exactly.
It's so that like because this looks good, this is just a small. This is just little. It looks big because I've made it big and I focus. But this is little. This is a little piece of the vision God showed me, right? It's so many other, but it's knowing, trusting or having that idea when it's time to, all right, let this boat go. Let's jump on this one, right? Like let that go. You've taught everybody on that boat how to row, how to go. That thing can keep going, right? But now it's time to create this other thing, and so that's the scary piece because if you stay on that boat too long, then you're not serving it. You don't have a purpose. I know I saw what is Tabitha Brown. She did that video about the banana, and she was like, I showed y'all my banana tree and I was all proud about it, and I had picked some, but she showed the banana, they were all brown. She was like, but I didn't pick these. She said, so they stayed here too long and they were ripe and they were good and I didn't pick them. They stayed too long. Now they're dying. Now they're brown. Now they're messed up. Same way we do in our lives. We stay in a space for too long. It starts to suck us dry and we start to not be ourselves and we start to look different. So that's the piece where I know I'm at. It's another level that is like, but it might look different from what everybody used to.
It might look completely different, bro. It might look completely, because you're not God ain't make us to be
just that.
Like, oh, that's what he does. Think about the people that are stuck in like those 9 to 5s. They are dying to be able to express all of the tools and gifts and things like that. That's why kids hate school,
right?
Because they're like, bro, I know for sure that I like this. I wish I could do it like this. I wish I could do it like this.
Right.
It's the same thing.
We put ourselves into a box that we tried to run away from.
You done got a couch in there, TV, Cheetos, banana pudding, all types of shit. So you're like, shit, what I need to leave for?
And then I for myself, I feel myself making myself be comfortable, like trying to turn off my brain. I can't turn off. Why am I trying to turn it off? Right? Like so that I appreciate that more than you know.
Putting your prayer in God's perspective. Like in that way of like what you pray for is not going, of course everybody says it, like it's not going to be what you see. Right. I can use, for instance, I prayed for a bigger gym and I'm working at Goals. But that's not my gym, but it's something bigger than air conditioner. You got clientele, you got different, you got whatever you want, everything you pray for, but it's just not yours, what you see. And I think in that season, like right now, it's like, all right, like you stayed down this time, I'm gonna bless you. But this ain't. I don't think you can hold your own gym right now at this capacity.
Yeah, you need.
So I'm gonna put you in this space to where you can learn every level of that gym, from general manager to the person that's trains in there.
And that's the thing
for real.
When you in there, right? Let's just say this ends in a year and a half,
correct?
And you come out of there and you like, damn, I didn't really realize how the bathroom worked. Like, who cleans it?
Right.
I ain't really pick up how they did rotation
to the
front desk.
Yeah.
Oh man, I should have asked them how they do staffing hours.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Who cleans the machines?
It's crazy.
So I'm telling you, do not come out of those situations. Don't come out and motivate the game or anything that you're dealing with school, nothing, without being able to transfer it into something else. Because as a creative, as an entrepreneur, it does not mean you have to be this singular focused. Right. Oh, I can only do this one thing for the rest of my life. That puts you back in a 9 to 5. You're gonna quit that. You're gonna get tired. You're gonna quit.
Right.
I'm telling you,
that's so
you're gonna get tired. You're gonna be like, bro, like I don't want to do this no more. I'd rather just boom. When really it just means like, you know what? Let me take a couple of my skills right now and just start side hustle.
That's so real.
Just side hustle.
Side hustle from your own hustle.
Your own hustle. Exactly. That's a revenue generator. At some point, it's gonna make some revenue. That started making revenue to where it changed your life. So at some point, this joint gonna start making revenue, and I can slowly dump some skills into that, and then I can take some stuff from that, and then all right, boom, y'all got that, and I'm gonna run it over here. I used to think the same thing because I'm like, damn, I got 4 things going on at once. And now I look back, I'm like, damn, I'm glad I did that shit. I'm glad I did exactly how I did it because I knew I got worried down with not worried down, but I got tired of doing this. So I needed to do this. When I got tired of this, I got to do this.
Right.
So I put myself in a place where I needed a full ecosystem.
Yeah.
When I want to get creative, I go here.
Yeah.
When I want to teach and be around kids, I go here. When I want to be around adults, I go here.
Right.
Now when I want to teach and get contracts, now I go here. Now I got some other shit on the way that I want to just play.
Right.
So it's just like do not be singular focused, but y'all are too smart. Y'all come with too much.
That's fire.
Way too much.
I appreciate that.
In order to be locked down to where it's like, oh, I can only do this thing.
Right.
Don't lock yourself in, bro. Like talk to yourself like you a boss. Like, bro, I'm trying to open a smoothie shop.
Damn right.
Juice.
I'm trying to open a whatever. I want to start doing shoes.
Bro.
I like shoes. I like hats. You know what I'm saying this is you get the ultimate. As an entrepreneur, you like on a fucking playground. Excuse my French.
Yeah.
Passion is speaking a little bit, but you on a playground, bro. Like,
yeah.
You literally on a playground. I saw that stuff when I was doing my house. I'm like, yo, I literally just created the house that I love.
Yeah.
Like I just
exactly how you wanted
exactly how I wanted to do it.
Yours.
Now I'm learning that. I'm like, okay, God, I see what you're doing. You didn't ran me through the ringer with these contractors. Now I know because I'm about to get into commercial real estate. So now that I'm about to get, I know exactly how to talk to contractors. I know how to do the contracts, all of that from a bunch of fuck ups in my own house where I thought I was just blowing money down the drain, but I was still willing to play. It's like, okay, I know where you're going with this. I know where you're going with this, God.
Right.
You've just been tuning me up this whole time.
Bro, you have messed up.
Huh?
You have messed up by giving me that green light.
Yeah,
right?
bro, go.
Because I was this would you can't do all this stuff at once. You can't do. I didn't. If I don't do something like you said, I'm going to be so burnt out over here that it's not going to feed me anymore. Right? This is the baby. This I love it, but bro,
That's why I don't take the not your average opportunity. I don't take that lightly because it's like. That's still something I like to do.
Yeah.
Like it's fun to engage with other people, talk to people like I talk in my gym.
Yep.
Yo. It's like it's fun to do. So it's like I get exactly what you're talking about. That's perfect.
You done walked into a whole literally watching from and I can only imagine when you started the gym how uncomfortable it might have been hyping people up or something like that. You didn't literally walked into a whole nother career.
Crazy.
To where I can see you on stages for sure. Like there's no reason why now. If I need a host, I know I got a host.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? You're comfortable with hyping people up and stuff like that. Literally,
I would love for you to host my birthday party.
Who, me? Oh, yeah.
Come on, bro.
That craft has literally walked you into a whole nother.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
Yeah, don't.
It's crazy.
Bro, you too smart for that. Y'all too smart for that, bro. Y'all way too smart for that.
Nothing else. I don't even want to say that. I'm receiving that because
bro.
You done messed up, bro. Like it's about to.
No, I ain't messed up. I'm doing exactly what I was supposed to be doing.
Yeah, because that's exactly where
That's
exactly where I'm at. Right? It's that thing where I'm fighting against myself. I'm at the house like, if I go out, I don't want to talk. I don't want to build nowhere because I'm got to be doing this. This ain't working. How do I know that if by doing something else, it won't help this thing? Right? Like, bro, that. I appreciate you, bro.
Absolutely.
More than you know. More than you know,
1000%.
man. This is dope, bro. Good to be back, man. Another episode. Don't let the imposter in you take over, right? There's nothing about you that's an imposter. Everything in you is supposed to be exactly where you're supposed to be, right? Like, just know that it's in you. God put it in you for a reason.
Thanks.
And you trust it and you believe in it. Until you believe in it.
Stop downplaying your success. All right. Yeah. Write out all your achievements. Talk about all your achievements. Tell your kids about your achievements and keep achieving.
Yeah.
That's all I got.
Matter of fact,
go back to that. Yeah, mine is go back to that moment where you felt like you weren't validated and go validate yourself.
Absolutely.
My therapist, that's what she would have me do is like go back to your go back to the earliest memory. You know what I'm saying, where you were unhappy or whatever, right? And like speak to yourself and like start healing those moments to where it doesn't go back to 7. It goes back to like, last night.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Like go heal all of those places, right? Go heal all of those places to where it get the time span gets shorter. So you don't have to, it doesn't take you that long to decide because you're dealing with 2 decades worth of trauma and you know what I'm saying, hurt to bring you to the point where you can make a decision. So go back and validate yourself, bro. And whoever didn't validate you in that moment just didn't have it in them to be able to do that. And that's okay. I don't blame nobody for not validating me or not giving me what I needed in those moments because they probably didn't have it themselves. And I give them grace for that. So I think, if anybody out there is dealing with imposter syndrome or if y'all, myself, I know for sure that validation is sometimes what people need. And go validate yourself.
Validate yourself. And I would love
to allow God or seek God for validation.
Absolutely. That's always
seek God. Yeah.
And something I would love to do is just thinking about it. Number one, on this video, comment below all the boss shit you doing, right? Like comment on this video, say all the stuff that you're doing. Like let us be the place where we can clap for you and tell you good job, right? Like tell it to us. But I would love to somehow do a segment one day where people can live call in, let us know, like share their testimony, so to speak, in business and the big stuff that they're doing, or type it out to us so we can celebrate with you because we're proud of you, bro, and you should be proud of you too. So I really think the Hustle Spirit Show is here to celebrate you and celebrate the hustle because that's what we're doing, man. Keep it up, bro. Please comment below so we can be in this thing with you and celebrate you, bro. Bear, appreciate you as always, brother.
Yes, sir, my guy.
Yeah, peace.